Hello ladies and gentlemen, today in Dirty Bomb we'll be going over a loadout. I felt inspired by Jack over at WTSFM to do a loadout review. Go ahead and check his channel, I'll link it in the description box below. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's just dive right into this. So today we'll be going over the M63 Savant Rifleman Gold Loadout card for Skyhammer. Just as a reference for those who are unfamiliar with this, the first three characters of a loadout will tell you what weapons the card has. So, for example, in this case, the M signifies the M4A1, the 6 signifies the Simian, that's a tongue twister, 6 signifies the Simian, and the 3 signifies the cricket bat that we all know and love. So starting us off with the augments, and it being a gold card, we get 3. We have Expodydendron, Looter, and Mechanic. For this loadout, the M4A1 is the primary weapon, and while it is the default weapon for Skyhammer, I would like to say that it is personally one of my favorites. It is deadly accurate, viable at almost all ranges, and a good all-rounder weapon. You can't really go wrong with the M4A1. But anyways, the M4A1 does 14 damage to the body, which is 28 to the head, at a rate of around 537 RPM. The magazine size is 35 and the reload speed is 2.1 seconds. Now the Simian does 25 damage to the body, that is 50 damage to the head at a rate of 301 RPM. The magazine size is of course 6 as it is a revolver, and the reload speed is 1.9 seconds. Now, the cricket bat does 55 damage to the body with a SPM or swing per minute, I don't know, SPM of 110. Pretty deadly as a melee weapon in close combat, I would have to say. Now on to the augments. The Expodydendron increases the AoE of your air bombing by 10%, and while the exact numbers for the area is not figured out yet, I would guess that 10% of a big area covered by a full air bombing by Skyhammer, that may amount to a significant increase. But honestly guys, I couldn't tell you like any particular time where I got some kills from an airstrike and thought, oh yeah, it was totally the extra 10% that got me those extra kills. It's really hard to quantify how effective this really is, but hey, it's just a perk. Now the next perk is Looter. In the description it says killing a fire support merc will drop a small ammo pack and killing a medic will drop a small health pack. Well, that isn't too specific, so I decided to jump in on a game with our awesome 4 mod Ardes, who was able to help me out with some testing. This is what we figured out. You get around 17 ammo as Skyhammer on your M4A1 rifle, which may mean it just, it's just half of your magazine. I'll have to do more testing to figure it out with different mercs. And you get 25 to 26 health from the med pack. And it may not sound like a lot, but in certain situations it may prove useful. Now the last perk is Mechanic. Now I'm not exactly sure how useful this particular perk is on Skyhammer, but it says here improves any repair tools and disarm rates by 20%. Now I did a testing with and without this perk, but what ended up happening was it was the exact same amount of time with or without the perk to repair this ramp. We think it could be a bug. We'll check C4. We haven't had the chance to check C4 yet because of sleep, but once we do, we'll post what it is in the description box below. So I guess the question is this loadout card any good? And I kind of don't like answering this question because I'm sure everyone's playstyle is a little different. Maybe certain perks are more useful to one person than it is to another person, but in my opinion, I don't think this loadout is the best loadout. I would say it's pretty average. Skyhammer is a very strong merc by himself already, but I am not too sure how useful Mechanic is, and Expodydendron, you can't really quantify that as well. And maybe it does make a huge difference, but I don't know. I haven't seen that huge of a difference from playing with this loadout. I would say in general this loadout seems to be geared for those who like to lone wolf it and flank and get behind enemy lines. With Looter you can heal it from picking off stray medics like Sparks. With Mechanic you could theoretically construct certain key advantages a little faster, and with Expodydendron that would just increase your chance of getting kills with your air bombing if you manage to get a good flank and lay one like right across a nice choke point. Anyways guys, that about wraps up my video here. This is going to be my first loadout video. If you guys really enjoyed this video, hit that like button please. Also hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my content. It's getting a little late guys, so I'm going to head to bed, but Until next time, I'll see you around.